Hannah, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am really excited because I'm going to be doing a pink and mint green eyeshadow look. So if you want to see how to achieve this look, then you know the drill. Get out your makeup, get out your makeup brushes, and let's go ahead and get right on into this video. Going into my BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival eyeshadow palette, I'm going to take two of the pink shades in this palette. The first shade that I'm going to take is the shade Electric. It's just a nice kind of salmon pink color. It almost kind of reminds me of strawberry ice cream a little bit. What I'm going to do with this particular shade is I'm going to kind of take it onto this small little detailed crease brush. And we're just kind of going to wing it out just a little bit into the crease. And we're just going to focus that right onto this outer part right here. Just kind of like as the pink color. Now, drag it a little ways, middle ways into the crease as you are doing this. And this is a new shape for me, so I don't know how this is going to pan out, but hopefully this will look super, super cute. I'm currently sitting here and doing this makeup look, and I have that SpongeBob SquarePants song stuck in my head, the one about ripping your pants, and I kind of think that's a little funny, like I'm sitting here filming this and like I have that song stuck in my head. That's just because of TikTok. Because I was on TikTok before I was filming this video. I was getting ready to film this video, and I just was listening to some people reviewing the SpongeBob collection from Wet n Wild, and everybody was putting the pants song into their video where they're testing out the collection, and now I have that song stuck in my head. So as you can see, this side's really sloppy, this side's really good, so we'll clean that up in a bit with some micellar water, but let's go ahead and get into the other pink shade. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Dippy, and we're just going to apply that to the outer part of that pink, just to kind of add a little bit of definition to the eye look. So what I'm kind of going to do is hold this kind of like at an angle and just kind of skirt over where we did the lighter pink and just kind of go over the edges of it. And just kind of hold your brush like how I'm holding it, like this. And like I said, it looks really sloppy, but I can clean this up in a bit with some micellar water and all that kind of jazz, so it won't look as bad and as harsh. But just kind of do what I'm doing if you are following along at home. And, oop, I gotta connect that. So, you just want it to kind of be like on the tail end of things. And now I'm gonna clean off this brush and kind of further out. Alright, so now that we have the pink on, I had to get everything situated. I know that the winged out part isn't really super precise, but it is what it is, you know, like it still looks cute. It still looks cute, so we're gonna work with that. Now I'm gonna go with my Colourpop Meant to Be eyeshadow palette. I almost called this my elf palette, but I was like, nope, this is my Colourpop palette, and I'm going to take the shade. First, I'm gonna take the shade Sizzler. Sizzler is just a nice kind of neutral mint green shade. And what I'm going to do with that is apply that to this inner part right here. So, and I'm going to use my Essence. This is the small blender brush. I used this in Monday's video. So, if you did not come and watch Monday's video, I will have a link to that down below in the description box. I also forgot to post a Tuesday video, and I am very, very sorry about that. I just kind of got caught up with life on the Monday, the day before that video was supposed to come out. I normally have all my videos pre-filmed, but I did take a mini vacation to Tennessee, And ever since then, I've just kind of had like a hard time kind of getting back into the swing of things. This happens to me whenever I go on trips. I just have a hard time getting back into the swing of things. Plus, too, I got my second COVID vaccine. That didn't really go super smoothly. I do recommend, obviously, like, you should get vaccinated if you want to. That should be a personal choice for you. But I didn't really have the greatest time after my second dose. I was feeling pretty crappy, which is to be expected, but I don't know, I just kind of got caught up with everything, and I just forgot to film my video for Tuesday, and I'm sorry. But the Makeup Revolution video will be coming on Monday, because I have a different video planned out for Saturday, so just wanted to give y'all an update on videos. I'm going to go into a palette that's very special to me. This is the Pigment Palace Modern Royalty palette, and this palette, I was actually chosen to get to use this palette before it ever got released to the public via Instagram. The Pigment Palace, they found me on Instagram, and they decided that they wanted to work with me, and that was really cool. Wait, it wasn't Instagram, it was Twitter, and then they found my Instagram, and ever since then, I've just been really loving the Pigment Palace and everything that they come up with. So I'm going to take the shade Diamond in this palette. Now, bonus is you can actually use this Diamond shade as a face highlight, but I'm going to use this as a lid color today, and I'm just taking it onto my little flat shader brush from Amazon. Most of my brushes do come from Amazon or eBay. I really like both for purchasing brushes, but you can use whatever you like to shop at. So I'm just going to be applying this shade to the lid, and it's just a really pretty glittery white shade. It's nothing too spectacular, but it's still a really pretty shade nonetheless. The Pigment Palace did an amazing job with these shadows. Now, they are pigments, so they're not straight up eyeshadows. So they do kind of get a little bit patchy when you do try to blend them out. And they do best when you do kind of like put them on the lid as like a statement lid color. But nonetheless, they're really pretty, and I do recommend them. They are very good for what you get. Plus, to the packaging just kind of represents inclusivity, which is something that we need more of in the beauty community. I love that it has different people on their packaging of all aspects of walks of life. Because like I've said numerous times before, the beauty community just truly brings everyone together. And you know, there used to be a time where here on YouTube, all the people that were on YouTube were all the people that didn't really fit in high school, and I definitely didn't fit in high school at all. I was not the it girl. I was not the cool girl. I was not the girl that everybody kind of knew me, but I just wasn't like the it girl, which was fine by me. I didn't really want to be the it girl. That just wasn't my thing. But anyway, I really like this palette, and I think that you would too if you would go out and purchase one for yourself if you also like colorful looks. I'm going to curl my lashes with my e.l.f. eyelash curler, and then we'll move on to some mascara. I really like the way this eye look turned out. I think it's turned out really pretty, and I can't wait to see it once we get lashes and on everything. I know that this is going to be such a beautiful springy look once we get my full face on. And there might be something... And I know this is going to be a really pretty look once we get my full face on. I just know it. It is going to be so cute. So I have been just in here in my room lately, just brainstorming and looking at all these different spring eyeshadow looks. And it really sucks that it's almost gonna be May, because I'm about to start thinking about summer, and I just have so many ideas for spring, and it's like, good Lord. But that's okay, because guess what? That just means that I have more ideas for next year. So I don't know what theme we're going to be doing this year for summer. I've been trying to stick with a theme every year for the past couple of years. I've done an ocean theme or like a beachy theme. I've done a neon theme. I did like a mermaid / fish theme one year. So don't know what theme I want to do this year. So if anybody has any ideas or any requests for like a theme that they would like to see for summer, let me know. Because I don't know. I got some eyeshadow look ideas. I just don't know what the theme would be. And maybe we won't have a theme this year. Maybe we'll just do whatever I feel like doing. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to theme it this year. I don't know if we're just going to not theme the stuff this year. I guess I'm just going to have to wait and see how all that pans out. So now that I have my mascara on, I didn't even tell y'all what mascara I used. And I'm like just rambling and not even paying attention. I used the Nars Climax Extreme Mascara. So now what I'm going to do is put on some false lashes. So I'm going to use my Profusion lashes. These are in the style Old Darling. And I'm just going to use my little lash applicator to apply it. And I'm going to be using my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive Glue. The eyes really quickly, and we're going to focus on the complexion. So I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime. This is the Natural Radiant Luminous Base, and this is just in the shade of Radiant Yellow. I'm going to be using this today because I'm going to be using a matte foundation, and whenever I use a matte foundation, I like to pair it with a glowy primer. But you can do this however you see fit at home. Now this is a sample size of the matte primer. I just kind of squirted out a little too much, and that's okay, but this is a sample size of the MAC primer, so that's why it's a little bit on the shorter side. But I'm just going to be applying this just evenly and distributing it to my face. And as you can probably tell, it does have like a good little shine to it. I really like this primer. It is a lightweight primer, and it does a really good job at sinking into the skin rather quickly. So that is a huge plus for moi, because I don't like to sit here and wait for hours and hours. Well, you don't, but you know what I'm saying. I don't like to sit here and wait for my primer to sink in. I like it to go ahead and quickly absorb it so I can move on to my complexion, because I just really like doing my foundation. This used to be my least favorite part of makeup, and I used to actually not really focus so much on the complexion, and I just used to do my eyeshadow. Like when I first started out doing makeup, I used to just do my eyeshadow, and I don't even think I did my brows. I think I just did my shadow, and I would wear like a clear gloss or something. But now I love going all out. But I've always really, really loved eyeshadow. I've always played around with eyeshadow and just different things like that, so that's nothing new for me. I think everybody just has something that they really like to do in their makeup routine and something that they look forward to. And I think the true avid makeup lovers, I think that sometimes it just switches on us, and that's okay too. So now what I'm going to do is use my Morphe, about said matte, but this is my Morphe. This is their Fluidity Foundation. This is the full coverage matte foundation. This is in the shade F1.20. This is why I like to pair this with a glowy primer, because this is a very matte foundation and it can look very drying on the skin if you don't pair with a good illuminating primer. And I'm just going to apply this with my damp Real Techniques sponge. I just got out a new sponge, so I'm really excited about it. I love these because they're not too soft and they're very dense. And I just like the way they apply foundation, so that's why I like to use these. So I'm going to go on and apply my foundation now. As you probably can tell, that foundation is a very, very full coverage. It's a very matte foundation. Like, you can still see a glow peeking through with the primer, but I do really like this foundation. The only thing I will say about it is that you do have to work super fast with it because it dries very, very quickly. So you have to work super, super fast when blending out that foundation. But all in all, I do like it, and I am a little bummed that Morphe, I think, is discontinuing the foundation because it's like going down rapidly on the website. I wish I would have waited though to purchase it because now it's $5, but when I purchased it, it was $7, and now they have a new foundation, so I'm pretty sure that they're phasing this foundation out for the new one because I noticed that some of the shades that are sold out in this foundation, they didn't restock them, so I think it's being discontinued, which is really sad. I hate when brands do that. But now I'm going to go into the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This is my favorite concealer. I wouldn't say it's holy grail status because for me, nothing will ever replace the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. That one was my absolute favorite from the drugstore. And sadly, CoverGirl did discontinue it for another concealer, which I've yet to try to see if it's even comparable to the CoverGirl, the Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. It probably isn't, because let's be real, once I like something, I just have a really hard time putting it on like a really high pedestal with something else. So I'm just gonna conceal my normal spots. I will say, I did get a shade that is like way too light for me with the Fluidity Foundation from Morphe, but that's because they didn't really have the shade that looked like would be a perfect match for me, so that's why I got the F1.20, but yeah, but it's okay though, because once I get the rest of my makeup on, it's not noticeable, and that's the great thing about buying a foundation that is lighter than your skin tone, is it's a lot easier to even yourself out with the rest of your makeup than it is to lighten yourself. So always remember that. So if you ever buy a foundation that is way too light for you, remember you can lightly dust some bronzer over your face or anything like that. And it's a lot easier to just kind of make yourself look more even than it is to lighten and to make yourself look even in that spectrum. If what I'm saying is making sense. Now, LA Girl also has these really cool foundation out that I really want to try. And I've seen these on TikTok. They are, you can get like a white foundation, a blue foundation, and then a yellow foundation. And you can use them to custom make your own custom shade, which is really cool. And I've been seeing people where like they dot it all over their face and then they'll blend it out onto their skin and they make like their perfect foundation shade. I've been dying to try that for y'all. Like, that would be a really cool video, and I'm gonna do that soon. I just need to get the money saved up and order them. The one thing I probably will say that I don't like about the Real Technique sponge is that the point for me personally, it's just a little bit too big to fit underneath my eye. So I kind of like have to use the side a little bit to blend out my concealer under my eye because the point is just a little bit too big to fit underneath my eye because my eye is very, very tiny. But other than that, though, I love these Real Technique sponges. Like, they blend out your makeup like a freaking dream. And I cannot complain 1 ounce or 1 bit about the sponges. You can buy these at TJ Maxx for really cheap. Like, you can buy these for $2. I'm going to go into my Tarte. This is the Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator Finishing Powder. I'm just trying to use this up, but it's a really good powder. It's one of my favorites. It's just a very smooth, very lightweight powder. So it does perfect for setting the under eye area. And look at me. I'm so smart. I got out a wipe to clean up over here. It's just a wet wipe. But I'm going to use this little pointer brush from the brand Up and Up. You can get those at Target for very inexpensive. And I just ordered me some new face brushes, and I'm really excited about them. I ordered me some Luxie brushes, I think is how you pronounce that brand. I've seen that they come into a lot of like Etsy subscription boxes, and they come in a lot of boxy charms and things like that. So I kind of figure like I like them. I know a lot of people who seem to really adore those brushes, so I figured I would give them a try too. I ordered a highlight brush. that was like the main thing. Like I needed a new, well, I didn't need a new highlight brush, but I like to have duplicates of my brushes. So that way if they're dirty, I can use like the duplicate in a video. So that way I'm not always using a dusty, crusty brushes. And I'm pretty bad lately about washing my brushes, which I need to do better at. But it's just because I've been out of the soap that I normally use. And I had to use baby shampoo, and I like to use non-bacterial dish soap. I just feel like with everything that's gone on, I just feel like we've all kind of like changed our cleanliness preferences, or at least I have. And I used to clean my brushes with baby shampoo, but then when everything started with COVID, I just decided to switch to like antibacterial stuff and just kind of focus on that. So I've been using like antibacterial dish soap to wash my brushes with. I figure if it's okay for them to wash like the little ducks and stuff on the commercials, then it's probably okay to wash your makeup brushes in it too. And I know one time a car dealer person, whatever, told my mom once that you can actually wash your car with Dawn dish detergent because it'll kind of like bring out the shine in your car. So I mean, if it's okay to wash your car and it's okay to wash animals with it, I don't see why you can't wash your makeup brushes with it too. I'm going to use my LA Colors white eyeliner pencil just in the waterline just to kind of brighten everything up. This is just a really nice eyeliner pencil, and it just makes you look more bright-eyed and awake, and who doesn't want that in life? Because let's be honest, these days, I sometimes stay up a little bit too late and I'll be watching Disney Plus. I have been really enjoying Disney Plus, and I'm almost done watching all of the live action Disney movies. I watched Dumbo last night again. I actually watched that movie 3 times, and don't want to spoil anything, but that's like a really good movie. It is really, really cute. I love the live action. I don't remember watching the cartoon version when I was a kid, so I can't really compare it to that, and I have to be perfectly honest. I kind of don't have a desire to watch the animated version, but the live action is so adorable. Like, he is so adorable in the movie. Like, you just want to, like, reach through the screen and just pinch him. He's so adorable. So I really did enjoy that one. That one was a really good one. But now I'm going to go into the Weekend Festival palette from BH Cosmetics, and what I'm going to do is just take the shade Electric and Dippy and just kind of smudge both of those underneath the lower lash line area just to kind of add a little bit of shadow down there. So yeah, I am almost done watching the live action movies. I have one more to finish. I forgot that there was a live action 101 Dalmatians, so that was really fun to watch and relive my childhood. That triggered some nostalgia. I think tonight what I'm going to do is watch Lady and the Tramp. I've seen that one before, but I'm going to watch it just again just to refresh my memory on it. And I was actually sick the day that I watched it. I was recovering from my second COVID vaccine, so I kind of don't remember watching it because I kind of like fell asleep in the middle of it. So I'm going to watch it again just to like refresh my memory and refresh my notes, because my notes were kind of all over the place. I probably should not have picked a movie that I needed to take notes on that day, and probably just should have done something else. But I'm one of those people that I feel like I have to do something like all the time, and I've always wondered, I know it's not good to self-diagnose yourself, but I've always wondered if I have like underlying ADD, because ever since I was really little, I just have always felt like I have to go. Like, I cannot sit still. Like, I have a hard time concentrating on things. I just feel like I have to just have something to do, like, at all times. So I'm going to go into the Nars Climax Extreme Mascara. So I am going to mention that probably again one day when I see my doctor and just see what they say. I haven't come out and told a lot of people about that because I just don't want to get a lot of backlash for coming out, and I'm not trying to offend anybody or make fun of anybody at all. But just as I've gotten older and I've done more research and I've done more thinking about myself, I've just always have wondered if that could be a possibility for me. So yeah, I just thought that I would just kind of like to say that. So let me do this eye, and I'm kind of sad because now we're going to be moving on to bronzer, blush, and highlighter, and then we'll be done, which is really sad because I enjoy doing these tutorials, and yeah. Alright, now I'm going to go into my Makeup Revolution. This is the Mega Bronzer. This is in the shade 01 Cool. And this is just what it looks like. It is a massive bronzer, but I really like it. I'm going to apply it with my Essence Bronzer brush, which is a really good bronzer brush because it gets right into the hollows of your cheeks and just applies your bronzer right where you want it. So let's see, what else can we possibly talk about? Because I haven't really been up to too much. So, I do have a makeup TikTok now. It's just a TikTok specifically for my makeup content. I have been doing a series on my TikTok where I'm doing makeup tutorials inspired by all of the Chicks' album covers. I'm kind of sad because I only have 2 left to do, so I'm trying to kind of like sparse them out. But I did do a eyebrow tutorial today, and I'll finish that up once I finish this video up. But if you would like to go and follow me over on my makeup TikTok account, I'll have it up on the corner of the screen, and I also will have my username up on the screen as well. I'm just Glam Girl 1995. I kind of figured it suited me since obviously I do a lot of glam looks, and I was born in 1995, and that is my identity, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I was being smart with, like, picking my name, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I didn't really want to be dumb and, like, pick something else. I think that primarily, I will eventually just move all my content over to that specific TikTok. Just because, I enjoy doing makeup. I enjoy doing makeup a lot. It's something that I'm very passionate about, and I've noticed, and I've talked about this before, that a lot of brands are looking at more and more people over on TikTok than they are here on YouTube. That's just what's booming right now. And I really don't think that TikTok will ever, die down. I just don't think that will ever be a thing. I think that everybody will always love and enjoy TikTok. I just feel like that's like the new thing that is going to stick around forever, and I could be wrong, but that's just how I personally feel. So I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm just having a lot of fun on TikTok. I'm also having a lot of fun here on YouTube too, but for the most part, I've been really having a lot of fun doing the whole makeup TikTok. It's been really easy to do. You don't really have to think about anything. You just kind of like turn on your phone and film. And with YouTube, I have to get all this equipment ready and everything. And with TikTok, like I said, I just turn on my phone, make sure I've got good lighting, and boom, I'm ready to film. I don't really have to sit back and think about it too much or anything like that. So that's just personally for me why I've been really enjoying a TikTok. Going to my Physicians Formula Butter Blush. This is in the shade Natural Glow. This is just my favorite blush for like the springtime, so I thought that I would use it today. It's just a nice kind of peachy pink, soft baby pink color. It's just a really pretty, really glowy blush, and it just looks really, really pretty on the cheekbone. So I do hope that y'all will go check out the TikTok, but if you don't want to check it out, that's perfectly fine. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't leaving YouTube or anything like that, but I am going to be doing a lot of stuff over on my TikTok as well. I have my schedule figured out for when I'm going to be filming TikToks, when I'm going to be filming YouTube videos and that type of thing. It's always important to have balance in your life, so I am just trying to find that balance in my life. Some people, like myself, sometimes have a hard time finding balance, but for the most part, I think for me, it's been pretty easy. to figure out the schedule. It's just been really hard to stick to the schedule because sometimes I'll want to film and I'll be like, no, this is my off day. This is my day for me. But again, going back to that whole, like, I always feel like I have to do something. I don't know. And I guess, too, it could be because, like, when I was younger, I used to have people call me lazy. And, I guess it just kind of, like, affected me in a lot of ways. And I don't know. Sometimes people just have things that just follows them into adulthood. And you just kind of feel like you always have to prove people wrong. Or at least I do. And I'm working on that because, you know, I don't have to prove everybody wrong in life. But I just always feel like I have to. I don't know why, but I just do. Alright, it is time for highlighter. And for highlighter today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter in the shade of Blossom Glow. Now, this is one of my favorite highlighters from the drugstore. It is a perfect highlighter if you had a very, very fair skin tone, because it doesn't really show up to silver or to gold or anything like that on your skin. It does have a slight pink shift to it, but I don't mind that. I think it looks really, really pretty, and it can go with a lot of different eyeshadow looks and a lot of different makeup looks and everything like that. I'm using this cheek highlight brush to apply it, and I'm just applying it to the high point of my cheekbone. I don't know if my light is going to pick up the highlighter or not. I did get a new ring light system. I got it from Ollie's, and I really like the way that it performs. It performs a lot better than my old system did. Maybe, there we go, you can see the highlight. I like it a lot better than my old ring light system because it actually has a tripod attached to it, so I don't have to set up a whole bunch of lights. So that makes life a lot easier for me. Also, too, my brother, he is thinking about possibly moving out on his own, which that's really sad, but I will be turning his room into a filming room if he does follow through with that. So that would be really cool. I haven't really told anybody that that's what I'm going to do. But that's what I'm going to do with his room if he does move out, since he won't be needing his room anymore. I'm going to move my filming desk and all my equipment in there just to kind of make life a little bit easier, because in my room I have to set up everything, and I think it would be a lot easier if I just had somewhere that I could just pull up to, put my phone into the tripod, hit record, and then boom, just to be done. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to turn this room into a filming studio. So I think I want to do a pink lip with this eye look today. So I'm going to use my Makeup Geek. This is the Plush Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Goodie at Two Shoes. Y'all, so that is the end of this makeup tutorial right here. I really hope that you all did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun coming up and creating this mint and pink green eyeshadow look. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there as well, because I am here for you with new videos every Thursdays, Saturdays, Mondays, and Tuesdays at 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also give me a follow over my social media handles as well. It is a great way to keep tabs on me, and it's a great way to keep a lookout for when I do post and upload new content. So yeah, I will see you all in Saturday's video. Bye, my little unicorn.